Prunus dulcis, commonly known as almond, is a member of the Rosaceae family. The history of almond cultivation spans much of the globe. The use of almonds in everyday diets is becoming more frequent as more information concerning their nutritional benefits is discovered. Almond is part of the genus Prunus, and as such it is related to other stone fruits like peaches, plums, cherries, and apricots. These seemingly unrelated fruits have a similar genetic structure and composition to the almond, as all have 16 chromosomes and would be able to hybridize with the almond. Almonds grow on small, deciduous trees that are 3 to 8 meters in height. The flowers appear before the foliage in spring and are white to pink in color. Almond trees grow best in areas with moderate climates as they are the first deciduous trees to flower in the spring. The fruit is oblong in shape and splits when ripe to reveal the stone, which has a smooth and pitted surface. The seed, which we know as the almond, is enclosed inside the stone. Most almond trees are self-incompatible, meaning they are not able to self-fertilize. Wild almonds are also self-incompatible, which can explain the original variations of the almond because genetic diversity was maintained through cross-pollination. Wild almonds are usually much more bitter than domesticated almonds. The bitterness is caused by amygdalin, a glycoside, which is converted into hydrogen cyanide upon crushing. Bitter almonds can be fatal to humans if a few dozen are consumed. The bitterness of wild almonds cannot be remedied by leaching, boiling, or roasting, making it difficult to understand how humans began eating almonds in the first place. Overall, it is unclear where the almond originated or when it was first domesticated. However, the various environments that almonds have been found in can help explain the benefit of self-incompatibility because cross-pollination would have maintained a high level of genetic diversity, thus allowing almonds to survive in new and changing environments. Dissemination of the almond can be divided into 4 phases: Asiatic, Mediterranean, Californian, and Southern Hemisphere. Among these 4 regions, similar folklore, medicinal, and culinary uses of the almond indicate that trade routes between the areas were connected. Almonds were introduced to the New World by European and Asian settlers. Through trial and error, California was established as the center of almond production in America by 1850 based on its ideal growing conditions. The property of sweetness in Prunus dulcis is controlled by a single dominant gene through a simple Mendelian model. Sweet types that had been pollinated by bitter types would yield both sweet and bitter nuts, so humans had to carefully select for sweet almonds. Now, more controlled techniques have been developed and certain almond varieties have been genetically bred to increase production of the sweet type. Almond trees are pollinated by bees, and a commercial beekeeper must place hives throughout the orchard in February before the trees flower. Almonds have been used for a considerable number of medicinal uses. In the Hippocratic doctrine, almonds were said to be burning but nutritious. Burning because they are oily and nutritious because they are fleshy. As such, they were considered to be a hot, dry food that would stimulate energy in the body. Almonds have been used in folk remedies for a number of uses, including asthma, constipation, cold, heartburn, and itch. Almond oil has been used to treat dry skin as well as for aromatherapy. The leaves have been used for treatment of diabetes. In the store, almonds can be found in several forms: whole, roasted, blanched, sliced, and slivered. Other products are also made from almonds. These include almond butter, paste, meal, and flour. Almond flour is increasingly used as an alternative for those who are gluten-free or follow the Paleolithic diet. Almond oil, or amaretto essence, is usually made from bitter almonds and can be used in baking and also as a cherry flavor in colas and confections. Almond milk was traditionally used during the 14th and 15th centuries in England as a substitute for milk during Lent and other meatless days. Almond milk was also used often because cow's milk would spoil too quickly. A majority of almonds consumed at the time were imported, and thus a food of the aristocracy. Almond milk was prepared by grinding the almonds and infusing the grounds in wine, broth, or water. Today, the beverage is popular in the Mediterranean stretching to East Asia. Almonds are mostly composed of carbohydrates, lipids, and protein. They also contain sugars and small amounts of tannins. Fats make up nearly 50% of almond weight, and oleic and linoleic fatty acids make up 90% of almond lipids. Monounsaturated fats and phytosterol are cardioprotective in that they reduce LDL or bad cholesterol. The antioxidants squalene and tocopherols are also present in almonds. Almond protein is highly digestible, but it is lacking in a few essential amino acids: sulfur amino acids, lysine, and threonine, which are all needed for a complete diet. Almonds also contain vitamin E, manganese, magnesium, copper, phosphorus, fiber, and riboflavin. A study in 2007 found that the positive health effects associated with the consumption of almonds could be partly due to the almond skin phenolic composition because almond skins contain a diverse array of bioactive polyphenols, including flavonols. A subsequent study in 2008 found that industrial processing can reduce the antioxidant capacity of almonds because blanching removes the nutritious skin. Thus, roasting is the type of processing resulting in the most antioxidant benefits. Based on the evidence that diets high in monounsaturated fatty acids are cardioprotective, almonds, with their high levels of oleic acid, were included in a weight reduction study. In 2003, patients in the 24-week Diabetes and Cardiovascular Risk Reduction Program were given either a low-calorie diet supplemented with almonds or self-selected complex carbohydrates, meaning one group consumed more monounsaturated fatty acids than the other. Those in the almond group lost more weight overall, showing that this is a promising health intervention. In a 2003 study, different forms of almonds, raw, roasted, and almond butter, were assessed in their ability to lower cholesterol. All three forms of almonds in the context of a heart-healthy diet significantly lowered LDL cholesterol. Raw and roasted almonds significantly lowered total cholesterol, but almond butter was the only product that caused an increase in good cholesterol, or HDL cholesterol. The United States is the largest producer and exporter of almonds in the world. According to the USDA, in 2012, the value of the utilized portion of the almonds sold in the United States was $4.35 billion. This makes almonds the most highly valued tree nut produced in the United States by about $3 billion. Almonds have the fourth highest yield of tree nuts produced in the United States, but require the largest amount of land. The amount of almonds produced since 2003 has increased from 1 million pounds to 2 million pounds. California produces the majority of almonds worldwide at 80%, followed by Spain at a distant 8%. Additionally, per capita consumption of almonds in the United States increased by 20% from 2007 to 2011, with a similar increase in Asia and Europe. Interestingly, 54% of California's almond exports go to Western Europe and another 23% to Asia. The widespread use of almonds in all corners of the globe shows how important the plant is to humanity. The recent research concerning the promotion of antioxidant activity and cardiovascular health with almond consumption has led to an increased prevalence of almonds in the human diet, especially in the United States. The growing fascination with almonds is clearly reflected in the market increase of almond production over the past 4 years and the large value almonds contribute to the market for nuts. Due to the recent spike in production, it can be predicted that almonds and products created from them will become more widespread in the future as more people discover the benefits of eating almonds.